welcome to Marvelous Art Meditation. I am your host, Helen Marvelous. So, today we are going to listen a short clip about dreams. Philosopher Alan Watts shares his take about what if we can choose to dream whatever we like. Have a listen. I hope it touches you like it did for me. Thank you.
I wonder what you would do if you had the power to dream at night any dream you wanted to dream. And you would, of course, be able to alter your time sense and slip, say, 75 years of subjective time into 8 hours of sleep. You would, I suppose, start out by fulfilling all your wishes. You could design for yourself what would be the most ecstatic life. Love affairs, banquets, dancing girls, wonderful journeys, gardens, music beyond belief. And then after a couple of months of this sort of thing at 75 years a night, you would be getting a little taste for something different. And you would move over to an adventurous dimension where there were sudden dangers involved and the thrill of dealing with dangers. And you could rescue princesses from dragons and go on dangerous journeys, make wonderful explosions and blow them up, eventually get into contest with enemies. And after you've done that for some time, you'd think up a new wrinkle to forget that you were dreaming, so that you would think it was all for real, and to be anxious about it. And then, because it'd be so great when you woke up, and then you'd say, well, like children who dare each other on things, how far out could you get? What could you take? What dimension of being lost, of abandonment of your power, what dimension of that could you stand? You could ask yourself this because you know you'd eventually wake up. And after you'd gone on doing this, you see, for some time, you would suddenly find yourselves sitting around in this room with all your personal involvements, problems, etc., talking with me. How do you know that's not what you're doing? Could be. Because after all, what would you do if you were God? If you were what there is, the self. In the Upanishads, the basic texts of Hinduism, one of them starts out saying, in the beginning was the self. And looking around, it said, I am. And thus it is that everyone to this day, when asked who is there, says it is I, and thereafter gives whatever particular name he may have. For if you were God, and in this sense that you knew everything, and you were completely transparent to yourself through and through, you would be bored. Because if, looking at it from another way, we push technology to its furthest possible development, and we had, instead of a dial telephone on one's desk, a more complex system of buttons, and one touch beep would give you anything you wanted, Aladdin's lamp, you would eventually have to introduce a button labeled surprise. Because all perfectly known futures, as I pointed out, are past. They have happened, virtually. It is only the true future is a surprise. So if you were God, you would say to yourself, man, get lost. And it's strange that this idea is obscurely embedded in the Christian tradition.
So that is the end of this clip. Fantastic lecture from Alan Watts about what if we could dream anything we want to dream. And are we actually asleep, or are we actually awake but in a dream? So Alan Watts was born in 1915 in United Kingdom, and he died November 16, 1973. But along his teaching, he discovered the mobile phone that we are all attached to these days. And if you listen carefully, he said that eventually there will be a button on the mobile phone that says, "Surprise me." So yeah, if you think about it, in 1973, this man had a vision about the mobile phone, because he says whatever future that is to come is already in the past, and the true future is unknown. In another one of my videos, Alan Watts talks about how we should look at every single thing in different point of view. He shared an image of two kissing faces or a vase. So it's possibly his way of telling us how we should look at life. Do check out my video, and thank you so much for listening. Please subscribe to the channel or hit the bell button to get notification about new uploads as I continue my studies into this spiritual realm. Thank you. Continue breathing. Pranam. Namaste.